Investigators in West Virginia are still awaiting identification from a medical examiner on skeletal remains found late last month. Those are believed to be those of missing hiker Cassie Sheetz. State police still will continue their search in the area of the Monongahela National Forest where the remains were found once the weather clears up. While they can't rule it out yet, they say there doesn't appear to be foul play involved.
Given the distance of where the remains were located, number one, even if there was foul play involved, even half that distance, it's not feasible for other things to have transpired. We've concluded during our investigation, it's highly unlikely there was foul play, but it's not beyond the realm of possibility.
The remains were found over 8 miles from the area near Spruce Knob that was initially searched by police.
It's been 16 months since the disappearance of Cassie Sheetz, a West Virginia hiker who went missing near Spruce Knob last March. Yesterday would have been Sheetz' 26th birthday, and her family is still without closure. In late December, hunters in the Monongahela National Forest discovered skeletal remains that West Virginia State Police believed to be Sheetz based on items near the scene. However, 7 months later, the state medical examiner has yet to confirm the identity of the remains, and the investigation into Sheetz' disappearance is at a standstill.
There's no body, there's no nothing, so we can't have a funeral, we can't say our final goodbyes. We're just like stuck.
West Virginia State Police say it's not uncommon for DNA tests to take this long, and it could be up to a year before remains are identified. They had no further updates on the investigation. Good evening, and thank you for joining us. I'm Chelsea Church.
There's no closure. Like we still don't know nothing. So it's, you go every day knowing your daughter is not there, but not knowing anything else.
Family and friends of Cassie Sheetz are still without answers nearly 2 years after her disappearance in the Spruce Knob area. 1 year ago today, West Virginia State Police were led to skeletal remains deep in the Monongahela National Forest that they believe to be Sheetz, but there still has been no DNA confirmation from the medical examiner's office. WHSV's Colby Johnson has followed this story for the last year and a half. He joins us now in the studio. Colby.
Yeah, Chelsea, yesterday I spoke with the West Virginia State Trooper who's handling the Cassie Sheetz investigation. He said that it is not uncommon for the results of DNA tests to take this long and that his investigation can't move forward until those test results come back.
And it's every day waiting for that phone call and not getting it, not being able to say, yes, this is definitely it, or, talking to her girls and them asking questions and can't answer anything.
On March 11th, 2021, Cassie Sheetz and 2 men went missing while hiking in the Spruce Knob area of Pendleton County. The 2 men were later found alive, but Sheetz was not. Nearly 2 years later, her family is still looking for answers.
To find out that it can take up to a year or even longer than that to have that information. It just doesn't sit right with any of us knowing that there are other cases that have been solved within a year.
Cassie's friends and family say they feel that her disappearance and the investigation into it did not receive the attention it deserved because she had a criminal record.
Even though she made mistakes in life, she's somebody's daughter. She's somebody's friend. She's somebody's family, and she was a human being.
Cassie's friends and family say they miss her greatly and want to make sure she's not forgotten.
I just miss her personality. Like, her personality was, she was a good person. She'd been through a lot in life, and she never let it get her down. It's just been hard.
Her being there just lit up a room. I miss so much about her. Her singing. I can't even listen to music now because, I just remember her singing these same songs.
No matter who you were, whether you were a stranger on the streets, she cared about everyone.
A nonprofit called Voices for the Silence was started earlier this year in Cassie's memory. The organization is focused on raising awareness of missing persons cases in West Virginia and supporting their families, as well as helping those struggling with drug addiction. You can learn more on our website. Live in studio, Colby Johnson, WHSV.